Hello, guys, and welcome back to our podcast. As you already know, this is Five Cups of Tea, and my name is Jacob, aka Royal T. I am also joined here today by Dom T.
What's up? I'm Dom T.
We also got Baddie T.
Hey, guys.
We got Bigelow T.
What's up, y'all? It's DB here, aka Bigelow T.
And then we got Big Daddy T.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
And then we also have a special guest here today, which is Ty. Yeah, no T.
Dom's twin brother.
Yeah.
They don't look alike at all.
All right, so today we're just going to get straight into the tea. So, seeing as today is November the 3rd, I lied. It's the 4th. It's the 4th. It is November the 4th. So, as y'all know, elections was November the 3rd. So, we want to get into politics mainly this episode and how each electoral office and how the candidates and stuff are affecting us in our daily lives, basically. So, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Big Daddy T and let her give y'all some more insight on it.
All right, well, as we know, it is 2020 election time. We have Biden versus the American Hitler. Period.
Yeah.
So, another business. Anyways, I hope you guys went out and voted. And respectfully, if you did not vote, or if you voted for the American Hitler, go ahead and tell all your gay friends, your friends of color, your friends, anything that's not Christian, that you don't give a fuck about their life. Because that's exactly how it is. That's period.
She said what she said.
Right, let's move on. If you have Trump supporters, I just argued with one actually the other day on TikTok. So she told me that God loves all. Yes. I then sent her several pieces of evidence of her, Hitler, Donald Hitler, saying himself how the Black community is idiots. They're weak. They're stupid. He said everyone in Africa has AIDS. So you want your daughter. Anyways, but let's move on to the importance. So this is a life or death situation. This can be a race war. It can be a war for, your sexuality, abortions, women's rights. I should have the right to do what the hell I want. It's my cooch, not yours. The gays should have the right to do as they please, date as they please, marry as they please.
Period.
Be able to adopt the children who are sitting in those foster homes, going through hell. That's period. That's period. There's no respect for a Trump supporter. I will argue. Matter of fact, hold on. I will educate. There's nothing to discuss. I said what
Really, rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
What the?
All right, so now that Big Daddy Tina said what she had to say, so basically we're going to go ahead and get into the elections and what's going on today in the elections and how, basically so far, how it's panning out, okay? So if you don't already know, the score as of right, or the elections as of right now is in favor of Biden. It's currently 264 electoral votes for Biden and then 214 for President Trump. Yeah, let's Team Blue, as y'all can see. And then we got two reds. Don't know how to feel about that.
I'll do it.
Nah, but for real, on a serious note, so we have President Trump who's being very ignorant at this moment. So when it comes to the elections, at the moment, he is saying that he wants to get a recount for, what state is that?
Michigan.
Okay, he wants to get a recount for Michigan, and then he wants to file a lawsuit against Pennsylvania. Philadelphia.
It's actually
4 different states. It's 4 different states.
in Michigan.
It's 4 different states. He want to file lawsuits because he's not.
Yeah,
winning.
so he basically wants to file a lawsuit against 4 different states saying that they have some funny business going on and that the counts and the votes aren't accurate. If I'm not mistaken, at the moment, Philadelphia is in his favor, so I'm not understanding why he's doing the most about them.
I don't get it.
He's upset because
he's
aware that he's losing, and he's aware that all the in-home ballots were done by Democrats. So he's suing Michigan and places like that because he wants them to stop counting the ballots. He's an idiot. In what world would that make any sense? So that's
Right.
why he is going for them, even though PA, I think, was a red state.
Yeah.
He's mad because they're recounting PA because they did not get all the ballots in, and he's aware that all those ballots are Democrat ballots, and he's upset. And honestly, even CNN has laughed at him and said that everything he has said the last few days has been inaccurate. He called himself a winner. On November 3rd, he said he was going to win. Respectfully, he's losing. Anyways, but that's the problem. That's what they were arguing about.
He said,
I the only reason why he's going for these states or suing these states is because these are states that he previously won. Just to add.
Yeah.
So basically, he feels that because he previously won them, he should win them again.
Exactly.
yeah.
Like Pokemon.
I got a quick question. Nevada, what are you doing? We're waiting on you. We're waiting on you. What are you doing?
No, Nevada's already won blue. We just know it's in our head. They said that they want to hold off until tomorrow morning to post the results and whatnot. Honestly, I think it's just a game. I think they been knew that Biden was going to win, but all this TV coverage and all this, extra stuff, I think it's feeding the money. I think that we've been new because honestly, we're only waiting on Nevada. There is no reason why out of the 50 states, this one state out of the cut is taking 3 days.
Yeah, they're just prolonging this.
They said tomorrow morning they'll finally release it, but we've been knew that they would have been had it by now.
Oh crap.
So at the moment, it is safe to say that Joe Biden has won the presidential election because
New Prezi.
I'm sorry.
Hashtag new Prezi.
Period. Because the way it's looking right now of Nevada as it's looking, Nevada is going to vote in favor of Biden, which will be 6 electoral votes. So Joe Biden will basically be at his 270, which he needs to win. But with Trump trying to win Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia at that's only going to get him to 265. So basically he won't even meet the threshold. So it's not like he won't even be up there basically.
Right.
So at the moment, congratulations, President Biden.
But let's get into this. So Trump, when this whole thing goes off, when Biden wins, Trump wants to take it to Senate. And I remember he put Miss Amy in Senate. Amy is now the Supreme Judge. She does not support women's rights. She does not believe in Black people. She said herself that she supports white supremacy. She believes that it does exist. Might I add that she has 2 adopted Black children in her household, but let's just not get into that. So Trump's hoping that because he fed the Senate and because he made them who they are with the little Republicans that he feels like he's going to win. Respectfully, you cannot bypass popular vote and electoral college. Biden has now won the record for having the most popular votes. He beat Obama. He's beat every single president with over 7 million. Period.
As he should.
70 million.
Well, thank you, Darian.
What's bothering me is the fact that Trump claimed that he won, but then he was like, everything's like fraud, like everything is everything's rigged.
Trump is delusional.
You're gonna say you won, but everything's rigged. Which one is it? Which one?
And also he's been against the mail-in voting too. And he always said he doesn't want it because he knows that the Democrats are going to do it and it's going to mess him up.
Honestly, I never trusted in the mail-in ballots anyway, because if you're thinking about it, Trump has access to all of that stuff being in his position at the moment. And I just feel that with the power he has and the amount of money he has in his back pocket, he can easily pay someone off to miscount the ballots, or like legit he can just say, oh, they got lost in transit. And that could be like a million votes.
Y'all know why he doesn't trust the mail-in ballots? Because for one, election day, all the electronic.
Take
Back it
your
up.
microphone is very loud.
So
My fault.
It's cool.
All the electronic ballots that people do the day of or early voting are submitted immediately because it's electronic, and then you have mail-in ballots that are either counted the next day or the next morning or something like that. So it changes the outcome of what that state. So say a state is red election night, and then it'll be blue in the morning because of the mail-in ballots. That's why he doesn't trust it.
Kanye took 60,000 votes from Biden.
He did.
Running
Bruh.
against us.
He really
I would
did.
just like to say, anybody out there who voted for Kanye,
Y'all dumb.
Are you
you
serious?
can suck it huge. And
Oh,
when
Jacob,
I say this, I mean
It's
huge.
just going to Trump.
Demonetized.
Kanye took
Huge.
60,000 people.
60,000
Let me just
from Biden. Listen, first of all, y'all had to think about it because you had to sit there and write down his name. I did not sit there and write down his name. There's
Right.
no way that you took the time to sit there and write down his name.
right. Okay, let me say something. I feel like Kanye, me personally, I feel like Kanye is like on the same level as Trump. Like, you don't know what's gonna come out of Kanye's mouth, and we've seen it on endless interviews.
Girl, we're not even gonna talk about that whole Harriet Tubman scandal.
Anything. He even thought slavery was an option. So we're not even. I don't want that type of person as my president personally. And he just, I don't know what's going on in his head mentally, but I don't.
But
Like
let's
what
state
comes,
this.
I don't like what comes out of his mouth at all. Like, no.
Facts.
Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. She just took them from one place to another.
But it's the fact that people have to remember that we are settling. So for all the celebrities who think that they're woke, oh wow, Biden's trash, yada yada yada. Listen, it's the wrong time to be woke, babe. We are at a point where we have to make a choice. Sit down, put on your big girl draws, and vote. We are aware that Biden is not the best, but he is better than a racist. He's better than a pedophile.
A
He's
narcissist.
better than a communist. Like, come on, y'all gonna be woke so bad. Oh well, Biden sniffs little girls, or Biden this, that, and the third. Well, Biden lost his son.
Trump grabs coochies. Trump grabs coochies.
There's so much
Trump
evidence.
liked his
In
daughter.
1998, Trump said that when he runs for president, he's going to go Republican because they are the most stupidest voters, and he knows that they will believe anything he has to say. And look at y'all, respectfully, disrespectfully, y'all are idiots. That's
And
all.
in 1993, he said something very sexually
Very
altering
sexually
about his
aroused.
daughter.
He said, I think it was along the lines of,
Nasty.
if I could marry my daughter, I would do it, or something like that.
He was
Saying
like,
that he
if
was-
she wasn't my daughter, I would definitely be dating her or something like
And
Right.
I quote,
He said, "Is it wrong?"
and I quote, is it wrong to be more sexually attracted to your own daughter than your wife? At the time, his daughter was 13 years old.
That is disgusting. That
Sir, you're nasty and you worry about Biden?
is
Oh,
so
wait.
His fans call it locker room talk. And so when
What?
reporters asked them, they said,
That's
well, do your
far
kids
from
talk like
locker room
that?
talk.
They said no. They said, well, does your husband talk like that? They said no. They said, so then who talks like that? They said, well, Trump. They said, so how do you sound? And they shut up. It's ridiculous.
I know locker room
I
talk.
just want to say, and I mean this in the most disrespectful way, if you voted for Trump, you are one of the most ignorant, uneducated, not going to say that, stupidest people in this country, and you are the reason this country is the way it is now.
Facts.
But also, because I have a lot of Republicans crying to me. There's nothing wrong with being a Republican. I do not, see, that's an opinion. I do not judge Republicans. I do not hate on them. I respect your conservative opinion because people are genuinely conservatives and they genuinely Republicans. Being a Trump supporter is the problem. You having your opinion on being a conservative is just fine. Trump does not scream Republican. He's a communist. He just has to be standing in that party. Stop feeling like everyone's bashing you because you're Republican. If you did not vote Trump, babe, shut up. I'm not talking to you. You sound like you get mad at me saying, oh, well, this ugly vegan ate steak. Did you eat steak? All right, then. No one's talking to you or about you. Not everything is about y'all. This man posted on Instagram, he said, he was a white man, by the way. He said, honestly, no matter who wins, our lives will remain the same. I'm sorry, Massa.
Oh,
Your life will remain the same. Your life will remain the same.
oh wow.
Let's remember.
Anyway,
Agents are ready to fight us down and murder us because they lost. Ignorance. That's all I gotta
I
say.
just want to say, y'all stay safe, y'all. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
many groups and many organizations have already said that if this election goes in favor of Biden, there will be rampages in the streets. And just make sure you stay in your homes or stay safe around people that you can trust.
Yeah. Because there's threats. There's
definitely
threats going out to the LGBTQ community. There's threats going out to the POC community. There's just a lot of alleged threats going around that if Biden wins, all hell is going to break loose. So I just need everybody to just stay in, be safe. We don't got time for nobody else dying. So yeah.
I think it's crazy though, because Black people, they generally just do not bother white people at all. It's like our presidents just disgust them. You know, I never took the time to
Our
ask,
president's disgusting because we took our crowns back.
as we should though. We made our own communities, our own schools, our own colleges, and you're mad because we're not in your way. We're not even near you.
Mhm.
Why can't we just live? Like, come on, respectfully. And I had to say, I said this the other day. I said, babe, you don't even exist for real. Your cells should not have existed. Stop feeling like you are superior. I don't know how y'all did that. I don't know when y'all did that. But it is not you. You don't even exist in science. Respectfully, God did not make you. You were an accident. Ooh, take that out. That was so rude. God.
No, it wasn't. Leave it in. Because it was.
You were an accident.
All right,
Leave
don't
it
repeat it.
in.
Don't repeat it.
And I'm not gonna repeat it, but what Big Daddy T said, you can look it up. I back it up 100%, and so does science. And mind you, I have multiple, and by multiple I mean multiple, white or Caucasian friends. I am not racist towards white people at all in the slightest. But it's just when y'all have something so ignorant to say, and when you decide that you're going to bash someone for their skin color because they don't look like you, or they don't talk like you, or they're not from the same place as you, or don't have the same amount of money as you, because we weren't born into opportunities such as you were, that's when your skin color becomes your ignorance. So I'm gonna just say that, and I'm gonna leave that there. Okay.
Honestly, lots of my white friends are speaking up. Lots of them, like I mean, almost all of them are speaking up, and I love it. They've been commenting on my Instagram post and sharing it, and posting on Snapchat, and generally speaking up because they know that equality is right. And it's crazy because Black people never wanted to take any rights from Black people. All they asked for was to be appreciated. I just want to be appreciated. And that's
And
exactly how I feel.
And it's not all the white people, like it's not all the Caucasian people either. It's like I met a lot of cool, cool Caucasians, and I grew up like in Virginia with a lot of Caucasians, and I had a lot of Caucasian friends. They're cool. It's not all of them, but it's like a big majority of them that's making y'all race look bad, and it's not looking too good on y'all side.
And to kind of piggyback off of what Big L T said, it's not all of y'all, and it's a big majority. But we also have to recognize that, and I hate to say it because it sounds ignorant on their parts as well, but there are minority groups and other organizations and communities who also support Trump, even though he is basically threatening to take away their rights. So there are LGBTQ plus like people of that community who support Trump, and there are minorities. So there are Hispanics, Latinos, I'm sorry.
As a part of the Latina community, whoever freaking supports Trump and you're Latina, you're a clown. I don't care. You're a clown.
As a part of the LGBTQ plus community, if you support Trump, you're a clown.
Being a part of the Black community, if you support Trump,
you're a clown.
You're a clown, period.
But if you are a woman and support Trump, babe, what are you doing? I don't sound. But I get mad though because I hate having to watch what I say because it gets labeled as ignorance or racism toward Caucasians. These are facts.
And that's what this podcast is about. We speak our minds and we speak the facts.
It's no judgments. It's no bias toward any race. I have no problem with any race. But do not ask me or tell me that Trump did the most for African Americans and then get mad when I lay out all these quotes of him disrespecting Black people for no reason out of the woodworks. You know what he said the other day? He said, "Dear suburban women. Vote for me because I saved your neighborhoods. Let me break that down right quick. He said, white women, I removed the minorities from your neighborhoods in which they built because they built them. The Hispanics built them. Most builders are Hispanics and blacks, minorities. Let's keep that in mind. Moving on. He created this divide. And I get irritated when a Trump supporter or a racist, they say, well, you're speaking negative on white people. Babe, I'm giving you a quote, a fact. If you're upset, then fix it. Anyways.
So there have been rumors going around that Miss Ivanka has had her own little playtime on the side as well. And I only bring this up because of the simple fact Trump is against he's against what she does. So it's been rumors that Ivanka is a lesbian. If you don't know, Ivanka is his daughter. I was misled multiple times because multiple people told me that Ivanka was his wife, and I was upset when I found out that it was not. But we're not going to talk about that. Huh?
I thought the same thing.
Yeah. Because, his wife is Melania. So we're not going to talk about that. But the betrayal that I felt when I found out that I was wrong. But, so I just feel it is 2020 going into 2021. 21st century, babe. I'm going to need you to update your morals. Was that on the list? Or
your head up your ass.
That because it is no reason that in 2020 you should be saying that it is no reason that in 2020 someone like me, because if you don't already know, which if you don't, I am very concerned for your mental status because it is very clear. But I am homosexual. So it is no reason that someone like me or anyone in my community as well should have to fight for the right to go out and say, oh, I love this person and I want to marry this person. Just as much as a heterosexual person can go out and say, oh, I love this person, I want to marry this person in my future. It is no reason I should not be able to go out and say, oh, since I am a homosexual person, I cannot physically have children with my husband, that I want to go out and adopt children. What is wrong with that? Because instead of that child, like Big Daddy T said earlier, y'all rather have them children sit in foster homes and all them other types of foster cares or foster homes and all of that stuff, sit there with someone who doesn't really love them. They just have that child there for their little tax payoff, instead of being in a loving family where they're genuinely cared for, where they'll genuinely receive love. So, that's my little spiel on it, because I just think it's very ignorant and very dumb for you to say, oh, the LGBTQ plus community can't adopt children anymore because of the type of person that they choose to love. And yes, I am genuinely hurt by that, so that's why I'm speaking on it. And if you think about it, most of the children that are adopted, and I'm not saying this is a fact, but if you just think about it, most of the children that are adopted by homosexual parents. So lesbians, homosexuals, queer, you can be any part of the LGBTQ plus community and want to adopt a child because of the simple fact you can't have them yourself. So a lot of loving families and loving homes are built from the foster care system, and for you to take that away is just absurd. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
Oh wait,
Well, what I was gonna say is I feel like it hurts equally. Like when, yes, I'm straight, but I have a lot of, I have family members and friends that are part of the LGBTQ community, and I feel like it just hurts me even because they're human too. They just they like the same sex. So I feel like saying they can't do something a straight person would do is very wrong. They're human too. They can do the same thing. They just like the same sex. So putting limits on their life and telling what they can and cannot do, it's just very disrespectful. And I feel like when everybody's setting these rules for them, they're not thinking about their mental health, or they're not thinking about them as a person, like what they're going through, and they're being told you can't marry this person, you can't do this to have kids, you can't live here, you're not welcome here. I think it hurts, and nobody really cares about what they say about that type of community.
And I don't understand is why don't y'all just mind your business and just go about
my
your day?
business.
My business. Don't do that. Don't
You
do
just
that.
go on about your day. You don't have to worry about them. They're just regular people. They just have other sexual that they see the same gender or whatever as a sexual partner.
So you've been over there quiet. You got something to say, special guest?
Special guest. Come on in.
Not about this topic, no.
It's the sins for me.
Or you want to address something else?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Speak on it.
Yeah,
I want to talk about the good and bad on both sides.
Ooh.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Like what their plan is if
Mhm.
either or wins,
Go ahead.
or what their plan was, because we all pretty much know who won now.
I'm dehydrated. Hold
Okay, go ahead. Get it started.
All right, so we all know about this whole 50 Cent Lil Wayne
Ugh.
BS
on.
about Trump and this what is it, platinum plan?
Mhm.
Supposedly trying to help the African American community, or should I say minority community. I want to get y'all take on that. Is that good? Do y'all think it's good, or do y'all think it's bad?
I
think
feel like he's trying to all of a sudden help out the Black community for
for
votes.
votes.
I feel like he's not gonna, if he does, which he's not gonna get his second term, I feel like he still wasn't gonna care for us the same or even more than before. I feel like he wasn't gonna come through. He just needed the votes to make sure he's safe and he's good where he's at for the power, the money. Like Nigeria was throwing parades for him and, oh, y'all help me with SARS and all that. I feel like he still doesn't care about y'all. It just looks good on his part. He still don't care about the SARS situation. He wanted to help y'all just so he can have supporters. Like none of that. No,
I feel like what he's doing, or what he's trying to do, is somewhat good, but it's way too late for him to try to do that now.
I'm about to say he has good intentions, but it's like since we know it's not genuine, I feel like the whole world knows it's not genuine.
Yeah, how you gonna push something for the minority community at the beginning of elections? How does that work?
Yeah, it's like a coincidence. Like you just like we all see you have good intentions, but since we know it's not genuine and the type of person you are, I feel like nobody should fall through with that.
And it kind of makes me think, like, even if he did win or was to win, I don't think he'd come through on that plan. I feel like he was just doing that just for votes, just to get back in office.
Me personally, I honestly, and I say this like to be 100% honest, I feel like he meant what he said, but only in the sense that Trump's life has been built off of money. So on like $500 billion, that's like chump change to Trump, especially when it's not coming out of his own pocket. So for him to do that and offer 3 million new jobs for like the minority community, I honestly felt that, yeah, it was a little, what's the thing called? Campaign like thing to get him to look good on the other side for people who he knew wouldn't generally vote for him. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I also feel that, as y'all said, for him to try to do this at the last moment is kind of childish. And
because
it's
for
like
real, the plan is realistic. It's possible, but it's way too late.
For him as that type of person, he can't do it. Somebody else had to, like somebody else.
Especially when you know you have a chance of losing the presidency. It's way too late for you to try and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
honestly, Joe Biden need to pick it up.
Yeah.
And I honestly think he was way too much privilege when he was younger. Like he got everything handed to him. Mm-hmm. Like as soon as he went off to college, I don't know, but I think he didn't learn anything. He just went on, paid for it, and then went on to be a businessman, which he's not that really good at.
He's paid his way through all of that.
Yeah. He's not a leader. He just
got it from his dad. His dad's a businessman.
he doesn't know how to be a leader. He doesn't know how to be a president, so he can't lead billions of people.
And I don't know
Let's see.
why he tried to run for president knowing he doesn't know anything about politics.
But he already said that.
Yeah.
Like it
The
just
remarks he gives when he has a speech are just
right.
astonishing to me.
I don't watch none of
Like,
that.
I'd be like, how did he go to college and he speaks like that?
I
Like,
mean, then again, don't forget that man is what 74 years old.
Better things come out of Joe Biden's mouth. Please.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Joe Biden's older than him.
Trump's vocabulary should be exquisite. All the statements should be exquisite. You went to college, you had a good life for yourself. Exquisite. Everything that comes
He
out his
went to
mouth is just
University of Penn?
disrespectful, demeaning, and just degrading. Like,
He's a troll.
yes.
He's a childish troll for entertainment. He's like 6'9" as a president. Like he entertains the crap out of us, doesn't do his job, and then disrespects everyone. Here's my thing, right? People be like, "Oh well, why do you hate Trump so much?" And it's simple.
why should I like him?
Yeah, why should I like someone that hates me?
Like one thing.
Why should I
hate
like
about
someone
him-
who doesn't pay taxes?
One thing I hate about him, what he said about the veterans and stuff, saying they're
Yeah.
he,
That right there.
he
Lean
said
back.
that they threw their life away. They're
Why would you
nothing.
give your life to a country who has
He
like
said they're
What
nothing.
did he call them? He
to the
called
youth.
them suckers or something like that.
Yeah.
he did? Yeah, he called them
called them
suckers.
Yeah. He
said
could
they
call them
threw their
suckers,
life
but he
away.
could dodge the draft.
He said they threw their life away for nothing.
Or
It's
not.
crazy though because
Oh,
he says that, but he was the main one trying to
And
get us into so many wars.
And
Yeah.
that hits me because me and Ty, our dad is a veteran, and if he was dead, if
So
my
my uncles and
God
grandfathers.
forbid, if my dad he passed away before, I would have felt that.
Would have raised all hell in this bit. Mm.
I mean,
Leave it in.
I'm
Leave it in.
in a family of veterans, and it's just
oh
like,
my-
you know.
Yeah,
And then they'd be like, well, they'd be like, oh, Blue Lives Matter. So you're gonna say F the men who are fighting for you right now? You worried about a cop who was not born with the title, babe?
Yeah.
Let's discuss that too.
And who abuses their
They
power.
also say that all blacks, not all blacks. Ooh, that all cops are not bad cops. I could have sworn I never said that. I could have sworn it never came out of anyone's mouth at all. I'm sorry, what is this, Narnia? Is this Avatar? You was born blue. You was born with the job title. This is not Baby Boss. I'm about to get irritated. This is not what it is.
Oh
Like,
my
stop
God.
doing it.
I just spit up my water.
Like, you did not come out a Baby Boss. You was not saying, I was born to kill. Like, you're not. That's just not what it was. Simple. That's just not what it is. Stop saying that.
No one is born
Napkin, please.
racist or born
Right.
into a hate group. You're grown.
You're
and
raised and you're taught that.
Like, stop saying it.
Nobody's born racist. Nobody's born a police officer. Nobody is born anything
Like, they are so
except for your
hypocritical.
sexuality.
They are so Hold on. Because they call Black Lives Matter witchcraft and a cult. Mind you, these excuse me, wash your mouth. They were outside marching to not wear a mask. If you want to die, then say that.
childish.
How, like they don't think about nobody but themselves. Like what is
We're
going
fighting for equality, and you're fighting to keep your mask on. And you mad as hell at me for being black. Girl, put your mask on, stay your ass in the house, and shut up. Period.
Hey.
It's period.
Yo,
It's
yo.
quiet, there's no back talk.
That's good.
When
Hey.
I clack, it's silent.
This should just be the episode right here.
It's just-
Ending. We're done.
It's just talking about the
No
election.
back
That's
talk.
it.
Oh, I have my Skittles in here.
We should just
That's
talk
it.
about the election in this episode. Just it.
when I clack, it's silent. Ain't no back talk.
Oh,
Okay.
shoot.
I need a break. I need a break.
You can stop if you want to stop. You
So we're
can
still talking about police.
No. What?
Are we done?
Oh, we're done.
Alright.
Big
Daddy T brought up
But we didn't finish because Tom. Okay.
Oh yeah, Ty,
Alright,
you
we gonna
you-
finish
you-
it?
We
you
ain't
told the
finished.
good-
We ain't finished. So like, what's the what are y'all seeing that Biden has said or say he's going to do? Like,
He said he is going to
Implement higher taxes.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like that.
ooh,
Why-
I don't like that either.
This
That's
my
also
thing.
been something I've seen like a lot of celebrities speak on, just for the simple fact celebrities don't like a lot of celebrities don't pay taxes or don't pay as much taxes as middle and lower class people do.
But they
And
do.
I've seen a lot of celebrities who have been bashed for saying they were going to vote for Biden. And basically, Trump supporters bashing celebrities for the simple fact, oh, you're saying you're going to vote for Biden instead of Trump, and he's going to raise taxes. But then the celebrities clap back saying, basically, I'd rather pay like 1% more in taxes than have to worry about going through another 4 years with Trump.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, this whole tax thing that Biden is trying to pull is really messed up. You know, he's saying that he wants free healthcare. He wants to send kids to college for free. All this is gonna come back to people paying taxes.
and my
And it-
my
Taxes
view on
in these
that-
inner cities like New York and Los Angeles and Chicago are all bumping up 20%. They're paying 40% of their income right now. Biden gets in office, they're paying 62% of their income because Biden wants to. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's out the kindness of his heart, but at the same time, that's 62% of people's income. Money that could be going to groceries, money that could be going to bills, car payments, you know?
I mean, as much as that sounds sweet and all, we live in we live in a country that needs the economy. And respectfully, I don't think that stuff should be free. And hear me out. Yes, I have to pay for it, but think about those workers who are making those things. The factories have to keep the factories on and working.
Mm-hmm.
Like this stuff, when stuff becomes free, your money does not matter anymore. So we kind of lose control. People, you know, they're reckless at this point. You know, they feel like they have more of this and the third. When you make so much stuff free, taxes is not free, babe. I'm paying for that. So you're taking it for me. Like it's just I don't have the choice to pay for it. I don't think this stuff should be free. I don't think that we should have free stuff for a reason. Now I do think that people do deserve health care because that is big. But the college thing, as much as I do not want to have student loans, college does need to be paid for because that money does pay for the way in which we live.
And you think about it, for real, at the end of the day, who runs this country? The American people. It's not just one person who can run this whole country. At the end of the day, everything, you go outside and you walk on the sidewalk, we paid for that. President ain't paid for that. We paid for that. You feel me? It's just, you know.
It's quiet, ain't no back talk.
Yeah.
But I think Donald Trump, he posted a tweet earlier, and then Joe Biden responded and was like, it's not just about you, it's about the American people. Let me see if I can find
It is all
it.
I just think they both suck.
Nah, for real, they
Yeah.
really do.
They both
But
do.
we're settling.
But I was about to say, but we're settling for the lesser evil, and it's Biden.
more sophisticated.
I feel like everybody should just suck up
I'm
paying for taxes.
I feel like Biden been in politics way too long.
More sophisticated than
47 years
a
in politics.
childish.
Yeah, not about to
that goes
don't
to
my
Twitter.
good man's. That's my good man's though.
But
Bro, where's
we get
Michelle at?
Kamala out of
Michelle,
it.
if you don't get your ass up here and
Hey.
run at this point,
Hey, she
The
needs.
world ain't gonna know how to act if she won. They is not,
Yes, for 2024, I'm in there.
not gonna know how to act.
I'm voting.
Hell yeah, we all voting.
definitely.
Heck yeah, we all
Y'all
voting.
better.
When
Y'all vote.
Daria,
when the
so let's talk
Trumpies-
about it. So let's talk
Let's
about
not talk
it.
about it. Let's not talk about it. It was a
No, we're gonna
it was
talk
communi-
about it. We're gonna
it
talk
was an
about it.
era.
We're gonna talk
No.
about it. Daria Bigelow T.
Bigelow T. So
Hey,
Just to fill y'all
Dom, edit that out. I don't want people knowing my real name. For real.
Did I say Daria Bigelow?
Yeah, you sure did.
Oh, my
And you
bad.
saying it right
Okay,
now.
my bad.
Okay.
But you, in the first episode, you said your name was Daria, but okay.
Yeah, and your
Anyway,
face says big.
so-
And
And your last name is Bigelow.
Come
So,
on. Hey,
okay.
So we're gonna talk about
Talk
it.
about it.
So y'all, Bigelow T basically like a month or a few weeks ago, she received a little letter in the mail with her registration and everything so she could go vote. Mind y'all, Miss Bigelow T in the first video told y'all her age. Go ahead down below in the comments and let us know how old she was. I'm not going to disclose her birthday because that's none of my business to disclose. But Miss T is not old enough to vote. So I, being the friend that I am, tried to inform her multiple times. Miss Bigelow, you cannot vote. Miss Bigelow, you cannot vote. Miss Bigelow, you are not old enough. You are not of age to vote.
Yes, and I
Miss
still
Bigelow, T,
voted.
would you like to tell us what happened when you went to vote yesterday?
I arrived at the location. Told me I wasn't old enough. Like, let's move on from that. Thank you. It was a trial and error. Let's be mature about this. Move on.
It's to be mature for me.
Why y'all clowning her?
Right, like, thank you. Like,
I just want to take the time to say something.
I mean, I have heard where you have to be, what was it, 18 before the inauguration or something like that?
No, you have to be 18 before the election.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
On
I
the day
have
that
heard
you vote,
She
you have
was
to
gonna
be
be 18 after election ended.
She would have been 18 by inauguration, yeah, but you have to be 18 of the day of like voting. And when you sign that paper, you have to be 18.
Shoot, I thought she could vote. I was
so
surprised.
guys, I made a mistake.
Anyways, I was surprised when she was like she couldn't vote. Cause I thought she was actually like really finna get that. Cause I don't know the rules. Shit.
It took 4 people to tell me that I couldn't vote. They was all looking in the system. It was so embarrassing. Okay, let's talk about my experience. Okay, so I went up there. My mother, I was like, "Ma, don't leave, don't go yet. I need you." Looking a little shaky right here. So it took 4 people to look in the system. It was very like,
ma'am, you can't
and
vote.
everybody was looking at me. So after you vote, everybody claps and be like, "Yay, we have a voter." They looked at me, they was like, "Oh." Let me get out this school.
It said, "Oh."
It was like the whole gymnasium looked at me and was like, "Oh."
Wait, where'd you go voting at?
I went to.
Tried to go voting.
I can't say that because.
Why
Yeah.
can't you say
Why
it?
can't you say?
Disclose
It
information.
gives her location.
Man, we in Maryland.
I just said it.
Okay, Dom, can you edit this out? But I don't live in the school boundaries. You never know who lives, like who's watching. I don't want people. Yeah, I don't live in the school. I don't live
You
in
want to
Wise.
get kicked from Wise on Online Academy?
Anyway, I went to a high school near my house. I'm not gonna worry about where that was at. If you follow me,
Prince
you know where I
George's
went to voting.
County.
Oh,
No,
H.
that's what you meant. I thought you meant like you were scared that they were going to like ban you from, Wise Online Academy.
Hey, Daria, OH.
No.
PH.
You.
PH.
Oh.
Go ahead, Ty.
Alrighty, thank you for listening to our 5 cups of tea. That was our sip of tea for today. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you press that bell notification so you get a notification every time we drop a new video. Make sure you comment down below what you want us to speak about next. And also hit us up on our Instagrams, our Twitters, Snapchats. Everything will be down below in the description, all right? And we'll be posting another video next Thursday. Peace out.
Bye, guys.